Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, my name is Brandon. I'm an acting coach, and today I'm jumping back into Ren. This one's fairly new. I think, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure this one is Ren. The title is something that YouTube doesn't like me to say. Starts with an S, and it comes with a trigger warning. I'm going to make sure that you guys know right off the bat that this video is going to deal with some topics that are potentially very triggering for some people, very sensitive. If you have issue with them, or if you don't want to like be exposed to that kind of content, please know that you absolutely should not watch this video. I don't know what's to come for sure, but I'm assuming, having seen what I've seen of Ren already, that it's going to be fairly difficult to deal with, even for me. But certainly if you are sensitive to issues of mental health, harm, physical harm, self-harm, other kinds of harm, perhaps just don't watch this one, okay? But if you are still here and you're still going to stick around and watch this one, let's strap in and get to it. This is Ren. I don't know another way to say that word. The title of the song, you've seen it. It's in the description, sort of, kind of in the I don't know. It's, you know what it is. This one's going to be tough. This one is going to be a little rough. Here we go. Gotta admit, the music's not what I was expecting. The artwork is really cool. Super cool.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Hold on, Rain, you're gonna give me a second. So this, I gotta admit, this is not at all what I was expecting. I expected probably more of a narrative. This is more an expression of a state of being, and it's a very potent one. It's a very, very powerful one. First, I just want to acknowledge really quickly that I think the majority of this video was made, if not all of it, has been so far at least made with AI, which is kind of cool. I thought that was interesting from the beginning visually, but the imagery that we're getting is all very sort of gritty and dark and rough and very isolated, and the language that he's using is very specific, very poetic, sort of flowery in a like thorny kind of way. And I think that it's a really, really interesting way to attack this particular subject, especially coming from somebody that I know has had very, very dark times, like so many of us have. It's really mostly so far just piqued my interest to find out where he's going to go, how he's going to wrap this up, what the actual message of the song as a whole is going to be. So I don't know. Let's find out together.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Okay, I can really tell we're about to get into something a little bit, probably more in line with what I thought I was jumping into in the beginning. So I want to just take a few seconds and sort of give my thoughts on the music video that we've seen so far. Mostly, I'd really be excited and interested to hear all of your thoughts on the interpretation, on how you take the meaning of some of these things that he's saying, and the sort of uh, um, I don't know, the attitude that he's expressing this thoughts in. The state of being in that low of a position is incredibly complicated. It's an incredibly personal thing, and it's very, very hard to articulate, particularly to people who have never experienced it. And what's resonating for me in some of the things he's saying, and this sort of really metaphoric, very colorful, I say colorful language that he's using, is this very real sense of there's a lack of identity. Reality doesn't feel real. There's always doubt and questions and uncertainty about your own character, about the world's position, about your relationship to it, about where you fit, where you don't fit, who is real and not real to you, who is a benefit, who is a burden, what is real and not real, and a benefit and a burden. The whole of reality seems to be a jumble and askew, and the more you look around, the more different you feel and the more isolated. That's kind of the sense that I got from the video itself. Again, I feel like this is one that is going to have a million different interpretations. I think a lot of people are going to see this and feel many different things, and I am not in a position, and I don't think anybody should be, where they could say, well, no, that interpretation is wrong. This is something that feels like a very genuine expression of a position by someone who's been in a place that is very unique to the individual, and he's putting it out there for others to sort of identify with and experience, and hopefully glean some kind of truth from it, or some kind of catharsis or a sense of community that is going to be very personal to you. So if you have an idea, if you have interpretations or feelings about what this means for you, I would love to hear about it down in the comments. Be sure, I'm very serious, particularly in a video of this nature. Keep your comments and replies kind, be respectful, and respect to the fact, mostly just respect the fact that your opinion, your perspective, your worldview may not line up with everybody else's. And when it comes to something like this, that's 100% okay. The goal of a conversation around this kind of topic should be acceptance and freedom. People should feel completely free to express their own perspective. All right, so let's keep that in mind in the comments, but I do want to hear from you guys. Now let's jump into the very end of this video here. The artwork, again, it's beautiful. His face keeps shifting.
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
As always, whenever I cover a video of this nature or covering a topic like this, there will be a phone number of some kind of resource in the description. If you or someone you know is suffering or hurting or struggling with mental illness in general, but particularly thoughts of self-harm, there are resources. They're not perfect, they're not easy, but they're out there. And anything is better than the other alternative. I think that last little bit speaks for itself. I really don't want to talk too much about it. I don't think I don't have a lot to say about it. I think that the sentiment was really beautiful. It was very sad, very heartbreaking. It was just an expression. That's all. It was just an expression. I don't even know if there was any intent to spread or send a message with that. It was just something that a person experienced had inside of them and just happened to have the linguistic and artistic acumen to express in a very unique and profound way. And he did that. So thank you to him. Like the rest of you, I hope he's okay. I hope all of you are okay. These words that I say at the end, they get mocked sometimes, but I mean them. Please be kind to each other. But most importantly, be kind to yourself.